This event is first sponsored by ASPB PUI section. So I would like to do a little bit introduction on what this section is about. So if you go to the landing page for ASPB PUI, this is where we are. So this is a subsection within ASPB community, and our goal is to promote undergraduate research and education. And it's open to any plant biologist at any career stage from any institution. So I would like to point out to two important links. Those contain the resources that we have been developing for the community. So the first one is this Plantae site, where it holds all the documents such as slides from the workshop, Q&A, and resources, etc. And another link, this is a fairly recent effort from this community to generate more online content. So this is our playlist. So the recording today, from today, will be later posted on this playlist as well. So if you feel like this is the community for you, please join us. This is only for $5 per year, so it's very affordable. So now I'm going to come back to today's discussion. So the topic is teaching biology with Google NotebookLM. So this is a large language model. And a little introduction about myself. I'm Dongfang Wang from Spelman College. I teach intro bio, developmental biology, and also independent research. Oh, I also teach computational biology. So I have been dabbling with AI for like recently. So I think for AI type talks, since this is such a new technology, there are lots of expertise among the audience. So this is just me sharing the experiences that I have using AI. So starting, I would like to start with this classic Bloom taxonomy. So I think the goal for education, one is to help students understand and remember the content, and at the same time, developing high-level cognitive skills. And the challenge here is oftentimes there's limited class time to fit both into the classroom. And one of the potential solution for this is the flipped class format, where the lectures are pre-recorded and then assigned as a pre-class activity to take care of the content part, and then to use classroom for like more active learning style to take care of the upper level skill development. So this is something I dabbled with as well, and the challenges there is I often find the pre-class, pre-assigned lecture video sometimes can be hard for the students to digest. It's because in the classroom, I can quickly tell where students are. I can pause, I can ask questions during the lecturing. But with this recorded lecture video, it's hard for students to do that, and some students get lost midway. So AI could potentially offer a solution for the missing piece, like where is the interactive piece. So before going into what I have tried in my class, I would like to offer some sort of literature review on a sort of pros and cons for AI tools. So this one probably most of us are familiar with is a study coming out of MIT. The take-home message here is using AI tool will reduce cognitive load. So prevent students from developing higher level skills. And another student coming out of, this might be Stanford, sort of the pros of using AI is that they have shown using AI tutoring actually outperforms in-class active learning. So the take-home message from both study, like if you really read this two, they're not really contradicting each other. They're pointing to this cohesive message, which is if students use AI tools to do the work for them, then there is no learning, of course. But if they use AI tools to train them, to do the job as either as a tutor or as a training partner, then it could actually be effective. And a sort of a good application for this is this AI model called AlphaGo. This is developed by Google DeepMind and famously defeated the human Go master, I think in 2016. So here is a quote from the Go champion who were defeated. So and after that, what the Go players, the human players, are currently doing is they are using AlphaGo as a player. So for training purposes, they're not playing other human players. They're playing AI so that they can be better. So I think this is a pretty good example on that principle is that we can use AI to train the human mind rather than using AI to do the job for us. So now this is sort of like an overall um, framework that I'm currently using is that before class, I would assign content. So, and also teach students how to use AI to learn the content. So, and then at the beginning of the class, there could be a quick, low stake, closed book quiz so that there is certain level of accountability that students do need to understand and digest the content before class. And then during class, there could be group activities, case studies, etc., etc. All right, so now I'm going to come to this example. So a little bit background on what this class is. This is actually quite informal. It's an independent research class. The enrollment this semester is 3 students. So I want to test this model with a smaller group of students before I move it to a larger classroom. So this entire class is set up on Google Classroom, and the digital platform that I used are Google Classroom, CMAP Cloud, and NotebookLM. So I will be going through them quickly. So on Google Classroom, so this is the whole setting. We have, I mean, this is wet lab based, so the majority of the work are actually performing experiments. But there's also a weekly group meeting where there are like various topics, and one of the topic is discussing a primary research article. So these are led by students. The article is also selected by students because I'm a plant developmental biologist working on seed development. So I have like a they have to pick something on seed and it should be recent, etc., etc. So this student picked an article published in PNAS 2024. So this is coming from Yoshimoto's lab from Japan, Meiji University. So here is the PDF file, and then here is the so by the way, all the documents are shared, so students have ability to edit the slides. So this is actually what the assignment is. So here, first part is using CMAP. So this is called concept map. And I use a CMAP cloud platform. So I would read the introduction. So by the way, this is shared as well. So this is a shared folder among the 3 students and myself. So the instruction is first, I will be putting this CMAP where all the terminology are from the introduction, and then there are no connections. So the lead of the journal club, this student did, is read the introduction and then connect those terms. So here are the connected terms, and then identify the research question. So then she will make a screenshot of the CMAP and then put it back onto the slide. So starting with an unconnected group of terminology, she will then connect. So here quickly, here is a submap on seed germination. All the concepts related to seed germination. On the other part are all the concepts related to autophagy. So the research question is to establish connection between these 2 submaps. And in this process is where the Google Notebook LM comes in. So this is an AI tool developed by Google as well. You can see I'm a fan of Google. This is not sponsored in any way. I just happen to use lots of the tools developed by Google. So what this software platform does is you can upload the PDF file, and once this is sort of digested by the AI, it's going to one, allow an interactive platform, which is over here. I can demonstrate how this works shortly. And also, it will digest the information and then present the information using a more approachable way. What I mean by that is, for example, it's going to turn this into a podcast. So I'm going to play this quickly. I believe this is probably a podcast.
Decades, even centuries.
Oh, absolutely. Our sources brought up the classic example of lotus seeds.
Right, the lotus seeds, buried for over 100 years, and then they get a bit of water and spring back to life. It's the ultimate biological pause button.
It really is. And, you know, that pause button isn't just some historical curiosity.
So if you're familiar with podcasts from like Science Friday, this is very similar to that, that the data, actually, if you listen to the whole 10 minutes, you're going to see the actual data is also presented in this podcast in a more approachable, digestible way. And there is also another version of a video overview. So it's very similar. This is 7 minute. In addition to the audio overview, there are also like a video representation.
Surely the tiny living embryo.
All right, so this is sort of the interactive portion, and then students can also use the quiz option. Wait, sorry, I'm gonna come to here. So here is like a quiz option where students can, for example, I'm just going to randomly check one. It's correct. Okay, I need to go to the next one. I want to check an incorrect answer. Maybe this one, right? So then it's going to offer, okay, the right answer is this, and then this one is incorrect for what reason? So coming back to the slides, right? So this is students are going to use this AI tool. By the way, I did talk about they should try it first and then use AI as a second opinion rather than use AI as their first attempt. So that like they're also training their own brain first. And then after that, so during class, so this is about an hour, and then we take turns to discuss data. So on this slide, there is nothing. It's just the figure itself. There's no figure legend. Students can't take notes. Take their notes from before, right? So they each need to stand up. Oh, actually, I need to stand up as well. So I'm participating in this journal club as well. So standing up, presenting this figure without any notes or any text on the slide. So this means that they really need to know what's going on in this figure before they can present, right? So then this is they're going to present. There are four of us, so we went through 4 slides. And then the lead of the journal club is going to go back to this CMAP and then use solid lines to indicate the connections that's established by experimental data in this paper. So the first part of the paper literally established those additional connections. So week 2, we did the same thing. We went through 4 data slides, and then here is finally all the connections that are established in this paper. Because this is a paper where they used high temperature and high humidity as a way of artificially aging the seeds, we also had a discussion how the opposite of that is used for long-term seed storage, and why advocacy is important for science. So this is like the famous seed vault in Norway. All right, so coming back, I would like to demonstrate the interactive feature of the NotebookLM. I'm going to minimize this portion, right? So for example, I can ask for what are the independent and dependent variables in figure. I'm just going to say 1C, right? So then it's going to identify that the genotype as an independent variable, and then also storage duration as an independent variable, and then they identified oxygen consumption as the dependent variable. So if you ask it to explain this figure, it will also do a pretty good job. My experience using this is overall it's fairly accurate. I would say 90% of the time it's pretty accurate. And of course, I always ask students to try their own thing like as the first attempt and then using AI as a second opinion. So the power of AI is it's pretty powerful converting could be jargony scientific content to something that is approachable. So the video overview, the audio overview are examples of it. And here I can do something extreme. Could you turn this paper into a romantic novel? So this is, of course, we don't use this for class, but this is just demonstrating what AI does. It's actually understanding the content, and then it's presenting the content in different format, different writing genre that would be perhaps digestible. You can also turn this into a children's storybook, perhaps. All right, so coming back to this, the end of the presentation, sorry, right here, is that I want to leave everyone with this, is that there might be multiple ways of incorporating AI through the entire process, that AI can be used to help students understand and remember, can also be used to take care of some of the upper level skills with the sort of the mindset that using AI is going to reduce cognitive load and sort of reduce the opportunity for students to train themselves. But I think sort of skillful incorporation of AI might make this a more manageable or productive process.